Welcome to the garden. I have I don't know if you call it a dream, a premonition, or channeled message within a dream, but this dream has to do with the celestial bodies and the order of things going on in the universe. So I have to get this out. So I'm going to just say, this is the dream I recently had. Okay? I'll try to be descriptive as possible, detailed as possible. So here it is. In my dream, I'm within an apartment. There's a gathering of people in the apartment, almost as if there is a party going on. I see the landlord. She's standing there with her red hair within the gathering. So these, I assume, are people that she knows that are within this apartment building. So she started talking to the gathering. There's like two men with bald heads, an old man in his like 50s to 60s with gray hair around, bald in the middle. He's about 5'7", 5'6" tall, Caucasian. There's another man, 6'1", 6 feet 6'1". He's tall. He's bald all the way around, olive complexion. The landlord, the lady, has red hair. She's about 5 feet, European descent. Okay, the crowd of people looks like you know how people look in New York. You know, a mixture, a melting pot of things, of people, right? So they're having a gathering. I'm standing there watching, observing this gathering that I was invited to by the landlord, of course. And so me and the landlord were discussing the new house, details about the new house. As we're discussing new details about the house, the crowd to the left of me, they were all in conversion about choosing someone to be chosen. So basically, I'm giving you the overall general of the dream, that there is a shift in the universe, a shift in the celestial bodies. There is a shift that started now. It's not starting later, it's starting now. There is a shift, and let me finish the dream, and then you'll get the gist of what I'm talking about. So in this gathering, these people here, these people, sorry about the light. So in this gathering, the people are all in a conversation with one another, and they're giggling, they laugh, and it's a party, they drinking, right? So as they do so within the living room sector of the apartment, the old man, who stands about 5'6", 5'7", with the white hair, says, "We have to choose a new king for the heavens." Okay? So there's a tall guy there, 6'1", chestnut brown hair, European looking, right? He has a black mustache, a black goatee, hair, black, chestnut brown hair, shoulder length. It could pass for black, right? His hair color anyway. So the old guy reveals who he is. He is God. He's God. The old guy with the white hair from ear to ear, but a big bald spot, has a bald spot in the middle from front to back. He has like a sheet, you know how the statue of St. Anthony's look, with the bald hair, but the bald head, but the hair goes around from picture that, but white, right? And picture that person, 5'6", 5'7", man. So anyway, he says we have to choose a new God, and we have to choose now. We need a new God, because once we receive a new God, we wipe the slate clean. That means anything going on in the 5D and in the 3D, starting now, the slate is wiped clean. That means all that black magic, wiped clean, not useful. Anything negative, wipe clean, not useful. Even anything good, wipe clean, not useful. Everything is starting new now. Starting with the celestial bodies, starting with the celestial beings. They are, how can I say, um, I can't say swapping places, but being replaced with new energy. So, God said we had to choose a new God in order to wipe the slate clean. And the way they choose the new celestial beings is not by induction, not like how humans do it. You know how when you induct a new king into the castle, the same way they knight you is the same way they king you, right? With the sword, they tap the shoulders, 1, 2 with the sword on the left side and on the right side. This is not how they do it up in heaven or in the universe. This is not how they do it. They choose the new God by a celestial being coming by and kissing them on the lips. That's how you're chosen. But see, the thing is, when they choose you, when a celestial being comes by and kisses you on the lips, that's how you're chosen. But you're not going to know exactly who or what or when it's going to happen. It's like a game of tag. You have to be tagged. It's like tag, you're it. It's like that. So they have like 2 to 3 people going through the crowd. But you don't know these people. You don't even see them because they're not moving. They're not moving at a fast pace. They're mingling in. They're mingling in and they're observing, they're watching. And then I guess they choose the proper energy that needs to be inducted into the celestial bodies or the heavens, right? So the new God is Jesus. He became the new God last night. He was inducted into the celestial body as the new God. Even God was shocked in the dream because the look on his face. I'm not laughing at you, God. The look on his face was like, that's not the one I chose. He chose someone else. But the way the celestial beings came through, it was a short 5-foot woman with blonde hair, Caucasian skin color. But mind you, they can come in the form as humans, right? Confirmation. They can come in the form of humans. She came in the form of a white girl in her 20, like 25 years old, straight blonde hair with a bang, and she kissed him on the lips. This is how Jesus was chosen as the new God, right? So, since Jesus is no longer Jesus but the new God, they had to choose who would take Jesus' spot. Now, who's going to be the new Jesus? Who's going to be the new Mary? Oh my goodness, right? So it got me off guard. So I'm looking like, what? What kind of shit is this? Excuse my language. So I'm laughing. So the old God looks at me and he's like, why is she laughing? So then I see my sister pop up in the dream, literally. She says, come out of that crowd. You're not supposed to be there. She comes out of the attic because the attic in the apartment has stairs that you pull down and you walk up the stairs to go up into the attic. And she wanted me to see. She said, come away from them. Come away from them while they choosing. Yeah, you don't need to be in crazy people. They don't know what they're doing, blah, blah, blah. So she starts talking. So she says, anyway, I have to show you something. So I go up to the attic. I'm like, what do you got to show me? Right? So I see boxes inside the attic. I see the attic light turned on. I'm looking at the boxes. The light illuminates the boxes in the corner. So I'm looking. I see one window in the attic. And I'm like, okay, so, I call her by her name and said, what do you have to show me? She ain't show me nothing. So I walk back down the stairs like, fuck this shit. I ain't got time. She playing games. So I want to know, right, who they choosing as the new Jesus because I'm nosy as fuck, right? So I see who they choose as the new Jesus because another blonde-headed celestial being comes by and she kisses the tall, olive-colored, 6'1", bald-headed guy. Now, if you pay attention, I mentioned him in the beginning. He goes, why do I have to get picked to be with all the suffering? So the old God, he said, I don't want to be Jesus. I don't want this. He didn't want it. He said, I don't want to be Jesus. I don't want this. I got to be maimed and I have to be picked with all the suffering. Why do I have to suffer? So the old God, the one with the white hair, the 5'6", 5'7", bald-headed old dude in his 50s and 60s told him and looked at him and said, it is not so much the suffering, but more about the blessings. More about the blessings that you will receive. Right? And then he turned around with his drink in his left hand and then proceeded to observe the crowd on his left side and in the middle of him. Like they were in the front of him and then on the left side. It's a lot of people talking. A lot of celestial beings talking, looking like humans, right? So after that, the 6'1" bald-headed guy didn't say nothing else. He just, I guess, learned to accept the fact that now he's taking a place where he's being crowned as Jesus. The new Jesus is bald-headed, right? And the new God is now Jesus. This is what they're doing. To switch the celestial bodies. I don't know why they're doing it. There could be a reason why they're doing it right now. But it is, I know, to wipe the slate clean. The message is wipe the slate clean. So, now we have to choose a new Mary. This is what the old God is saying. Yeshua is saying we have to choose a new Mary. So the dream switches to, it looks like the Bahamas. Why I say the Bahamas? Because of the color of the ocean water. Because we were by the beach. So the sand was white sand. The color of the water was that aqua green color. So when you swim in the water, you can see to the bottom that there's sand there. It looks real beautiful. Because the water color is emerald green, basically. Not really aqua. It's like an emerald green colored water. Looks like the Bahamas. We're at the beach. The whole crowd that was in the apartment is at the beach. So everybody is still there. They're still in the gathering. They're still in the gathering trying to choose Mother Mary, right? While they're trying to choose Mother Mary, this is what Jesus, well, not Jesus, but the Jesus who became the new God. Look what he did. You might laugh at this one. So, there's a little island, like right in front of us, but at a distance, with trees and everything. It almost resembles the Azores, right? So, there's a boat docked from that island. It's a white boat. It looks like a yacht, a white yacht. Rich people, right? And from a distance, you can see the people, but for me, with my human eyes, they look like beady little ants because I can't see that far. But the new God can. Jesus, who became the new God, he could see at a distance. So he looked, wow. He literally said, wow, my new powers are that I can see up close and personal without even moving. Wow, this is amazing, right? I'm looking at him. I say, you so damn silly, right? He goes, no, literally, I can see. Then what color that girl hair is over there? It's red. She got red long hair. A Caucasian woman, American Caucasian woman, because obviously he's not American, right? I said, okay. He said, oh my God, she's got the bluest eyes. I like her. That's what he said. He likes her. So he goes to try to go over there. He said, well, since I got these powers, I can walk on water. I'm going to go walk over there. She wanted to go walk over to the girl with the red hair. Try to kick it with her and everything. So God, the old God, the God that's bald-headed, that's 5'6", 5'7" inches tall, told him, he grabbed him by his left arm and said, you can't go over there. So the new God, Jesus as the new God, he says, why can't I go over there? So the old God tells him, Yeshua tells him, because you can't. We're not allowed to intermingle with humans. You can't do that. That is against the universe's rules and regulations. You're not allowed to interfere. You're not allowed to intervene. Only observe. And we are not allowed to definitely intermingle and have children with humans. We are not allowed. He said, well, since Jesus, who's the new God, told the old God, Yeshua, but I'm the new king now of the heavens. So I say the rules change. And I like the girl over there with the red hair. And I'm going to go over there and talk to her. It's not like I'm going to marry her. I just want to talk to her. I like her. He said, you're not even allowed to like her. You can't like her at all. You can't like her. You'll have a new celestial wife, but you cannot like that human. That's just what he said. So Jesus, who's the new guy, got bad. Started to proceed. He said rules are meant to be broken. And and I'm going to change those rules because I like what I like. And he stomped on the sand. Stomped his foot on the sand. And I think he stomped 3 times and started to walk on water, right? To try to walk over there to that redheaded girl on the yacht over near the other island. He didn't get but maybe several steps into the water before he he wanted me to walk with him. So I was like, why am I going over there with you? He was like, to keep my company. I'm not keeping your company. You want to go walk over there? Did you not hear what Yeshua said? He said, you're not allowed to go talk with her. You're going to get me in trouble. He said, you're not in trouble. You're just walking with me. Right? So I'm like, this motherfucker, he going to get me in trouble. Right? But my dumb ass is steady walking over there. Like, you want to go talk to her? I think it's cute, though. Right? That's what I was saying to myself. I think it's cute. He liked somebody. Right? Because he didn't have no girlfriend or nothing. He wasn't even married, blah, blah, blah. Right? But I still didn't agree to it. That he should actually go over there and talk to her. But he wanted company. I guess he was a bit shy. So we both walking on water over there. And I could see through the water, the sand and all of that. And we walked like 5 paces over the water before we literally dropped in. And he couldn't swim. Oh my God. I swam to the top and said, what the hell? Right? He said, I'm going to cleanse you in the River Jordan. Did I not tell you don't go over there to that yacht? I was like, I told you. See that? He said, the old God took his, he didn't take his power. He didn't take the new God's powers. The old God made it so where we both don't walk over to the yacht because you're not allowed. Nobody's supposed to even know we were like on that island, right? And him walking on water would literally be seen because then the humans be like, hey, how they walking on water type of shit. You get what you feel me? You know where I'm at? So so he said, I told you. So Yeshua, the old God, said, I told you to the new God, Jesus, who's the new God. I told you. He ain't even yell at me. He was just looking like, he just gave me a look like, you know better, right? You know better. So he said, but I can't swim. So I grabbed Jesus, who is inducted as the new God right now. I grabbed him and said, come on. We swam back to the shore. And, the new God was yelling at the old God, like, why you do that? You zapped my power so I couldn't walk on water. He said, I told you rules are rules. The old God, Yeshua, said, I told you rules are rules. No one's not even supposed to even know we on this island while we're over here picking new celestial bodies. You're going to get us caught and discovered. This is a secret meeting we're having. Ooh, I don't think I'm even supposed to tell this shit. It's secret. So, right, maybe it's a message in it for y'all. Y'all can interpret it. So anyway, I'm going to close this message out. After that, we go from the beach back into the apartment. I guess the old guy was mad, right? So as we're back into the apartment in the living room, everybody stood there still talking about who gonna be married, who gonna be married, who gonna be married. So they still choose it because they chose several other bodies, other new celestial beings while we were on the beach, right? But the main ones, the main celestial beings is Jesus, God and Mary. So we already got Jesus, we already got God. So now they're arguing over who's gonna be Mary. Who's Mary? Who's Mary? Who's Mary? Blah 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 blah. We should pick this one. We should pick that one. We should pick this one. We don't know who we should pick. This is the crowd talking, right? As the new Mary is getting picked by the crowd, I see somebody that I like. He's fine. He was tall. But the funny thing is, I could not see the face. I could not see the face, the hair, the features, nothing. I could only see as far up to the shoulders. But I am aware that it is a light-skinned individual. Right? Maybe olive complexion, but light-skinned. So my energy went towards this person. For some reason, they seem comfortable to be around. So I said, I like that one. And the minute I go to say, "Ooh, who's that?" the old God looked at me. Yeshua looked at me and said, "You can't." He, like, you know how you pinch someone by their shirt and pull them towards you? He pulled me towards him and said, "You can't like that one. He is not of the light." I said, "But I like that one." "You cannot like that one. He is not of the light." You want to learn your lessons all over again? Nope. He said, "You can't like that one, but can you make him like can you make him of the light so I can?" It's like, no, it don't work that way. That is not how it works. Everybody has a lesson to learn, and if they don't learn their lessons, they stay in the dark. When they learn those lessons in life that they have to go through suffering and all, then they can come in the light. Then the light will shroud them and cover them and protect them. But until then, if that individual has not learned their lessons with whatever it is he went through, because I can't see it now, I'm no longer God. Only the new God could see it. But I could tell you this, I could still feel the energy. He got several lessons to go through before you could even look in his direction. So I was a little upset, but I was still tempted. 22 on the clock, as I said it. But I was still tempted. So I was like, dang, I can't like him, but I'm going to look, though. I can look. Can't stop me from looking. So God just gives me, the old God just gives me, Yeshua just looked at me like, this bitch, right? She another one that's hard-headed, but as long as she don't touch, I ain't going to do shit. So he stood close to me and didn't move past my side. But he wasn't talking to me. He had a drink in hand. He was still observing the crowd because he needed to know. He needed to know who was picked as the new celestial beings of the heavenly bodies. So as I'm looking at the man that is so good looking, God have mercy, but I didn't see the face though, right? 23:11 on the clock. Somebody passed by me and kissed me on the lips and greeted me and said, "Mother Mary." I said, "What? No!" Why you kiss me on my damn lips? You see me looking at that fine man over there. And so God pinched me again. Yes, what? Pinched me again and said, "You're inducted as the new Mother Mary as of now. You have a new set of rules that you have to follow." And he was talking to me about the rules that I have to follow, what I need to do with mankind, what messages need to get out to mankind, and a lot of shit. So basically, that's the dream, everybody. Or maybe I astral travel, because I do that too. I don't know. But yeah, pretty much I've been tagged as the new Mother Mary, 24:08 on the clock. Excuse me, my nose is acting up because I turned the heat on, I turned it off, whatever. So anyway, yeah, so I was tagged as the new Mother Mary. And then after I was kissed on the lips by a celestial being, and you know what's so funny? I did not even see this celestial being coming. I'm not sure if it was the person with the black long hair. A celestial being, female, kissed me on the lips with black hair. I'm assuming that because it happened so fast. It was directly on the lips. And then she passed by and disappeared. So Yeshua, the old God, looked, turned around to me and said, "Congratulations. You are now Mother Mary. That's what he said too. I just heard miraculous. The word miraculous just came out. 25:10 on the clock. 25:10 on the clock. So yes, I'm now Mother Mary. That's my dream, y'all. It ended right there with with the old God Yeshua hugging me, the new God, Jesus as the new God smiling as if he knew it was gonna come, and he came over and talked to me, and then the whole crowd turned around, stopped talking, and they all looked at me. That was it. All right, everybody. Peace and blessings. That was the end of the dream.